I don't really want to cook right now. I feel starving. But I can thank Past Me for chopping up kale and making some chicken. So at least it's just heat and meat. So even just standing over the stove feels like a lot right now. Would like a nap. Haven't done a whole lot today, but I would really like a nap. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I managed to go to Costco this morning with Sarah, which was awesome. With the kids in Hawaii the past week, I've been trying to use this as an opportunity to reconnect with folks, make plans. It's freaking balls hot outside. It's like 115 today. Oh my god. If I could stay in Oregon for the whole summer, that would be phenomenal. One of these days. Oh, here comes Banks. We're gonna drop something. I feel like this is the year that it's gonna make the biggest impact for me to finally put some effort into reconnecting with myself, trying to rebuild my community that I basically let go stagnant, dormant. Because obviously life's busy, and if you don't put the effort out in there to like stay in touch with people or make plans, get together occasionally, when you finally do have time and you look around, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? And sadly, ironically, what I do is I want a nap, I want to sleep, or I'm like, oh my gosh, how could I possibly go find some fun outside of the house when I still have a sink full of dirty dishes or whatever. So even just rest and relaxation doesn't feel deserved, restful. Oh! Obviously, that's something I have to work on. Because the work is never done. I mean, who are we kidding? There's literally something we could be doing all the time. One thing I'm proud of this week is I've been doing those Myrtle books. So like the little, found it randomly at Barnes & Noble, but they're like little deductive reasoning, like crime whodunit puzzle books. So it'll give you like your list of suspects and their traits, and then like the murder weapon and location, and then based on the clues it gives you, like so-and-so was not at the boathouse. Then you're like, okay, you cross that out. But then if you figure out, oh, this person definitely has the knife, then you mark that, which then means nobody else had the knife. But then where was the knife? And so you just like solve all the things, and they get progressively harder. And I really like them, but I never really make time to do them. And Twyla gave me volume 2 for Christmas. She's crazy good. I asked for just nothing new, just something thrifted or free. I didn't want them to spend a bunch of money. I just didn't want to do the whole consumer Christmas for myself. I'm not great at that when I'm buying gifts for other people, but got me kind of at a point where I'm like, I don't need a bunch of like extra stuff, you know? I just wanted stuff that would get me off my screen doing something else. Anyway, she spent, I don't know how long, taking a giant eraser to the inside of this book because the previous owner was kind enough to do all of their puzzles in pencil. And yeah, it was basically like brand new for me. So I've been working on it little by little the last few months, but I've had more time like in the mornings. So that's been kind of fun because instead of just like waking up and logging right into work, I'm like having coffee and doing some puzzles, and that feels fun. And then go about my day doing all my shoulds. And tomorrow I'm meeting up with Stacy and we're going to this, I don't know, like scent bar place where you can make your own like scented candles or perfumes or like car diffusers. So she's gonna do a perfume and I'm gonna do a diffuser for my car. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then earlier this week too, Sarah and I met up for a walk and iced coffee before work, which actually was like, we both had amazing days after that. It actually forced me to get out of bed without snoozing my alarm. And I dropped my car off at the coffee shop and then walked over to her house, which is like 1.3 miles. And then we walked together back to the coffee shop and sat on the patio for like 30 minutes talking and having coffee, and then I drove her home, and then I went home and we both started our work days. And that was like such a good day. I had so much energy the rest of the day. Thanks, walked out. Thanksy. It's really hot out. Here's his little square of shade. Go ahead. Go ahead. You go potty? Yeah, I'm not going with you, but nice try. Go on. I've been out there. I know. And I don't want to be hot anymore. Okay. Cut up my chicken. Oh, I need rice. Yeah, we do have freezer rice from Trader Joe's. It's a tradition. Going super green. Chuck it in. Okay, this is enormous. This is enormous. That's okay, this should cook down. Or don't give me leftovers. Who doesn't love leftovers? I love leftovers. I don't particularly like cooking, especially not for myself. I'm very much swing by the fridge, grab some string cheese, pantry, protein bar, kind of crap, or just pile more coffee on top of it. If you're hungry, just coffee. Popcorn, microwave popcorn. But we're getting too old for all that. And this is probably perimenopause, but we just can't get away with that anymore. Metabolism. Terrible. And I feel like my hair is thinning. It definitely is. Every time I run my hand through my hair, it's like hair. Always hair. Ugh. Anyway, no better time than now to love myself and do something good for myself. I think halfway through the year, I'm 42, doesn't need to be my birthday or a Monday. I just need to do things that are good for me. Just start. Just part of the reason why I'm starting to record things a little more now. Just recently, really. But like, I can't even focus to write in a journal or anything like that. Like, I just can't be bothered. I used to be so good at that, like 10 years ago. Granted, I was getting divorced and I was processing my feelings, and so it felt like that's where I wanted to be. I just wanted to get it out of my head and onto a journal, and it felt cathartic and stuff like that. These days, I don't know what it is. I literally, like, I'll just sit there and it's a blank page and I'll get distracted by a million things. Which also is interesting that I got diagnosed with ADHD at 40. Maybe I could have guessed that earlier, but I don't know. When everything like feels normal, why would you go get checked out for it, you know? Okay, it's gonna be a big plate. We got some freezer rice. Okay, some of that's still cold. Ugh. Out of time. Like that. That's fine. We'll start there. This has got to be cooked through, right? So if you like stick a thermometer in this, maybe I'll try it. Yeah. Yeah, that feels hot. Okay. We're just gonna pile this on right here. Ugh. Oh, I should probably scooch this closer. Bloop. 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 Oh my god, am I gonna be able to eat all this? And there. And some extra chicken. Probably need to cut up some of the avocado from the fridge before it goes down. Yeah. I hate it when they turn brown. It's so gross looking. Yeah. Oh wait. This. Okay. I'm gonna take this pit out. I don't know, can you eat the oxidized part? I don't know who would want to. Even if you could, like, why would you want to? I'm not. I probably waste a lot of these things, but if it doesn't look quite right, then I just can't. I can't eat it. What is that? Ugh. Okay. We're in there. Just pile it on. Pile it on. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Yep. You see all these like YouTube shorts and stuff with these incredibly fit people making stupid, simple meals, and I'm like, I could do that. I could definitely do that. And then, I don't know, sometimes I buy the ingredients for it, but then I never get around to making it. Or then I just don't want to. I think they make it look effortless because, like, they've eaten it a bajillion times, like they've made it a bajillion times. I'm not like the most comfortable person in the kitchen. I've gotten so much better over the years, honestly, just out of necessity. But like, I just do what I can handle. I get like the major components, I feel like. I grew up with meat, starch, veggie or something, you know? See? Meat, starch, veggie. There. See, you're never gonna get a recipe out of me. Oopsie. Just throw that back on there. Because I just kind of throw crap together. Maybe if I watch this back, I'll be like, this was really good. How did I do that? And then I can write it down later. Let's see, what are we drinking? Waterloo. Can't believe that dog's crazy. He's literally outside. I call him my little lizard because he'll just go sunbathe, and he's like black fur. I mean, his fur heats up so fast. I'm gonna like creep on him. I'm getting him for something. He's already looking at me. Yeah, I'm talking about you. It's fine. Just enjoying his little square of shade. He was so stoked to go on a walk last night. It was still well over 100, but he was totally fine. He was excited. How's this? Yeah? Oh, would you look at that? See, I can't barely see without my glasses. I do this move if I'm trying to read something and I want to watch TV. Just like look up through it. I know people use bifocals, but can't be bothered. Anyway, 42 years old, just trying to figure out who I am again. Years ago, I was trying to find out, like, how do I get back to myself? Like, when did I feel most myself? Or, like, my happiest? But I was, like, a teenager? And, like, what's not to love about being a teenager? Like, you don't have serious responsibilities. I mean, your biggest gripe is, I don't know, your parents having reasonable expectations or something. So it's not really about getting back to your old self because you're not the same person. You've collected so much more life experience since then. And I don't even think it's like reinventing yourself. Because that just feels like, let me conjure up an idea of myself and then go make it happen. Maybe it's like a reintroduction. Hi, we met before. But here's what I'm doing now. Here's who I am now. Mentally, I tried to like trick myself into feeling like an empty nester this week, you know, just me and the dog. I mean, that's basically going to be my reality in a couple of years. We've done pretty well. I do talk out loud a lot. I like to think that he likes it because I'm basically just talking to him like another human. That's probably good for me because otherwise I think like I just sit in my head or fill the quiet with YouTube video essays or whatever.
So sometimes I'll just narrate what I'm doing to him or talk to him about what we're seeing on our walk. But at least I've been making it a priority to take him out for walks and stuff. He's so patient with me while I'm working during the day. He's quiet, he sleeps or whatever, but I mean, that would be horrible if we didn't actually like hang out afterwards. I think this is why the whole like get back to center idea was so strong for me. I mean, years ago. Like, it's so easy to get distracted and pulled apart because there's, you know, life's the wheel, right? And so it's like, I'm working, I'm a mom, I'm a whatever, like, but at the center of it is me. And if I spend too much time on the periphery, I forget who she is, you know? I think maybe life must be a balance. Just constantly coming back home to center, to reground yourself, remind yourself of like who you are on like a soul basis. And then you march out there confidently, acting like you know what the hell you're doing as a mom or a manager at work or just a regular like adult in the community. Yeah, I've spent a long time on the periphery. So I guess I don't know what I want my life to look like. I think that's kind of the starting point, right? Like, how do I know what I want out of life if I'm not connected to myself? So it almost feels like step 0 is get back to center, you know? And then from there, you start experimenting and trying and experiencing and saying yes to things. I think it's a good start. That's the thing. I don't think it's like oh, well, if I just go sign up for a membership somewhere or a club or pick up pickleball or whatever the hell, you know, that'll be my thing. I feel like I've tried over the years to like find my thing where like I can attach it to my identity. So when I introduce myself, I'm like, hi, I'm Natalie and I do blah. I'm a blah, you know? But like nothing sticks. Is that the ADHD? I don't know. I have done quite a bit of therapy over the years. And one of the things I learned was like making a list, like a self-care list, just a brain dump of things that, you know, I liked, gave me joy, kind of thing. And so she was so great. She wrote it all down for me on a note card. I just had to like bleh, word vomit at her. But then I left her office with like a piece of paper that had like all different kinds of things, from like, I don't know, watch a movie, hang out with a friend, go for a walk, pet my dog, I don't know, take a long shower, just whatever, like all those different things. So the whole thing is just like pick one that feels right, and just build that in. So it doesn't need to be like your thing. It's just anything. Just pick anything that fits in that moment for that day. It's like it lowers the barrier of entry, right? Like if I was, it's like, oh, I gotta do yoga or something. Well, you don't always have time for that, or you don't have the energy for that. So just find little things. Mind you, I have it taped up in my room, but it kind of just ends up blending into my wall. I stop noticing it, but it is there. Maybe I'll move it around my house, and then I'll just be struck by it when I'm opening the fridge or going to the bathroom or whatever. I'll just surprise myself and stick it somewhere on the cabinet, by my coffee mugs, just something. I don't know. I just know that something's got to give, because progressively over the last few years, I've just stopped even looking for ways to go outside of my comfort zone, to make plans, to reach out, to just leave the house even. Like there's some days I don't even leave the house. Like why? Because then all I'm literally doing is like waking up, working, cleaning, or cooking, or avoiding those responsibilities, keeping my dog alive, paying my bills, rotting on the couch, rinse, repeat. Like literally, is that what we're alive for? I don't think so. I've listened to podcasts, or I don't know, YouTube channels where they're like, it's like staying flexible. Like when you get in these mental routines or physical routines, it's like wheels in a track, right? And so like as you drive over the same thing, like the grooves get deeper and deeper, and so it's like so much harder to like pop out of that and like build a new neural pathway or create new habits or whatever. Like it's difficult and uncomfortable, and I definitely have worn a very deep path with this very small life. And if I was actually content, I don't think that would be a bad thing. If I was like fully joyful and content, which some people are, where they're like, I like being home, I like being by myself, I like just reading a book and looking at birds and staying in home, like that, there wouldn't be a problem to solve, but apparently that isn't fulfilling for me. So that's why I feel restless, and I feel worried that I'm not living life the way I could, that I'm not collecting experiences like I want to. And so here I am, trying to figure it out. So anyway, that's me putting my intention out there. We'll see how it manifests. But since I'm not a journaler these days, I'm just going to keep taking videos, because I know looking back 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when I'm 62, like, what will I remember from this time? If it's days like these that just blend together, probably not a whole lot. But at least this might motivate me to have more experiences, so I have something more to tell myself. So when I can't remember crap, I can watch my videos and be like, oh my god, that's amazing. I'm so glad she did that. Blah, blah, blah. That's the hope anyways. Well, Nat, I love you. Keep doing your best, whatever that looks like for the day. Finish your dang food. And please don't forget the leftovers on the stove again, because you do want to eat those later. Love you. Bye.